Welcome back, everybody, to Kusog7ande, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Oh yeah, somebody has said that they got a really weird ad, and let me just say, we've had some interesting stuff lately on Twitch, and I'm not completely convinced that, like, they're taking everybody into consideration with the weird stuff here. So I apologize for that weird dairy ad. I'm sorry. I'm laughing a lot. Oh, everybody, if you missed it yesterday on the GDQ channel, we had the first grudge match, which was essentially just one-off races for players playing different games. We got some Sasori Vader action, and that was a lot of fun. Star Wars, Flannel Cat vs. Zandra. And then we also had Honey on the Road, one of my favorite games that has come out. It's so much fun. I hope, if you didn't catch it, it will be up on YouTube sometime in the near future, so I hope that you are able to go and see it sometime. This weekend, though, there is a lot happening. ESA, for example, you should probably watch that. There's License-a-thon this weekend. The Tempest Stroll has been helping out with a lot, and then there's a Fastest Furs charity marathon for a couple days to benefit Planned Parenthood specifically. I'm going to be helping with that as a host tomorrow. That's why we do not have any Kusog7ande tomorrow. No. Oh my gosh, I love Ball Blazer. This Ball Blazer music is so good. Ooh, ESA had some Home Alone on it earlier. Well, there's that. Fastest Furs later today has Flannel Cat playing Yo Bro, which has actually been seen here on Kusog7ande before. Specifically when Jeff made me play it. And I promptly jumped into a building and sort of got stuck in it. Oh, yeah. Okay. One little bit of setup, and then I will be ready to go for our second game today. Okay, everybody, hold on to your pants, and let's go ahead and let Cappy take us... Crappy. This little dancing boy. Look at him go. He's just dancing in the corner. You know what? I can even wiggle him. Look at him. Look at him go. He's gonna go. Woo, woo, woo. He's just dancing all over. I'm losing my mind right now. Let's go over and reveal the game, everybody. Please welcome on in our GM for game number 2 out of 4 today, our friend Dowolf. Dowolf, how are you doing today?
Okay, let's start with an easier question.
How are you doing yesterday?
Yesterday was pretty good.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so how have you been?
I am absolutely exhausted. It has been a busy week, what with Phasmophobia speedruns and with the first episode of Grudge Match yesterday, Kuso today, hosting tomorrow. It's a lot of fun, a lot of really good stuff, but I am tired. And honestly, I think maybe I'm going a little bit crazy.
Well, if you're going crazy, then that's perfect timing, because today we have Crazy Taxi Catch a Ride for the GBA. Oh
my gosh, Crazy Taxi Catch a Ride? Wow! You guys,
what an amazing coincidence
to play a game like this. Okay.
Well, thankfully, we have 4 people who are just that level of nuts.
And by saying I'm going a little bit crazy, that's okay. I've got a whole shelf of pills over there. I've got pills for my stomach. I've got pills for my brain. I've got pills for my ADHD.
I feel like the stomach ones aren't going to help here.
Honestly, I do not really get motion sickness. It's very, very difficult. First game to really make me feel motion sickness was Peggy the Peach 3, which, honestly, that was a fever dream. Holy cow.
Well, I really hope this isn't the second game to make you get motion sick.
It's very what's the R word? Rare? That one. Very
There's
rare.
there's a lot of R words. That was not the one I thought we were going with.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, the more tired I get, the more I mess up the English language, so expect me to say some dumb stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I was thinking about that.
So what you're saying is we need to switch to Portuguese.
Portuguese. Como se tá?
Estou bien, Niku. I speak
Bien?
Spanish
Are
and
you
you speak
bien?
Portuguese. but
Are you
I
bien?
can get
Wow.
half-
Bang. You're bang. Come on. You're the bane of
I
my
don't-
existence.
Oh,
Except,
bane of your existence.
Yeah, that's instead of bien, you say bang. And instead of saying, like, pronouncing the N, instead it's like you take the N and you shove it up into your nose. And essentially, it's like you shove it into your nose until the air stops coming out. And that's how you finish the N sound in Portuguese. Bang.
Okay, but what if I just speak Spanish instead?
Fine. Pois é, bicho. That's right, I called you bicho.
I'm going to assume that's an insult. And
Uh,
unfortunately, I
like
don't
a
know
little
any
bit.
insults
It's not-
that are not explicitly profane in Spanish. So,
Sounds like more of a friendly insult, I would say.
yeah, I just don't know those in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, too bad.
weakness. Yeah, no, I should ask. What if I just need to be mean to my mother enough, and I'm sure she'll yell something at me, and just do it enough times until she yells something that's not profane.
Yeah, like what? Does your mom yell non-profane stuff? Well, that's nice. So, well, if you have a good mother.
Is that the bar we're going with?
Oh, my mother's good as well. She doesn't. I've never heard my mother swear, actually. Not a single time. My father, yeah. But he also works at a mine. So you have to be able to swear to work at a mine. It's like a requirement. Even if you're Mormon, you have to be able to swear.
I thought you just had to be able to, sing. Some. Like I have not seen Seven Dwarfs in too long, but they had some mining song,
My
right?
father is not a dwarf, okay? He's taller than I am.
Well, I mean, dwarfs can be tall too. I don't know why you're just assuming all dwarfs are tiny.
Can't. It's like one of the features.
I mean, you can have a very short human. Why can't you have a very tall dwarf?
Okay. They probably get heart problems if they're that tall.
I mean, so do humans. I don't know.
No. Well, okay, yeah, we do get heart problems anyways. Okay, I guess, fine, you got a point. I don't really know how Snow White might be completely inaccurate. Maybe they were all just 7 kind of old men who were like, hey, come stay at my house. She's like, okay, better than my mom murdering me.
I don't want to destroy my childhood with this line of questioning. So,
You're the one who brought up how tall a dwarf in Snow White is. Come on. But no,
I didn't think that was going to imply that they were bad people.
They weren't. You can have a bunch of tall men who are nice.
But you
just because you're tall doesn't mean that you're evil. The wolf, come on.
I can't even.
Oh no, then again, there are a lot of tall villains like Jafar and not the one guy, like on the bad guys, the villain was like the shortest of them, so not that movie. Have you seen The Bad Guys, by the way?
I don't think I have.
I would say that it is the best DreamWorks film to date.
Really?
I hate DreamWorks.
I mean, about 1 in 3 of their movies are good. That's a decent ratio.
I don't know. I can't think of any other DreamWorks movie I like, but I like The Bad Guys. First off, the wolf was pretty hot, and so I approve. Second, okay, the villain plot twist was kind of obvious, but You know, I'm kind of okay with it because I was playing with a lot of tropes and definitely lampshading them, and I was really happy with like the quote-unquote twist at the end of the movie because I thought it had to come, and I was going to be very disappointed if that trope didn't happen, and it did, and it made me super, super happy. Okay, yeah, and wait, Shrek was DreamWorks? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, Shrek was
Who
DreamWorks.
was hotter, the wolf from Bad Guys or Shrek? That is a hard question for me. Anyways, we've got this game. Crazy Taxi, catch a ride for the GBA.
Yeah, so all of our characters are on the character select screen. They're allowed to select whoever they want. They have all chosen poorly, but that's fine. I have no idea if there's any differences between characters. I just don't know why everyone seems to like Gus so much in this match.
By the way, GMs, you should not, or players, if you're listening to us, you must confess now in Discord. Because if you don't, we will be very angry. Okay, the players should not be listening to us. Okay, I believe they're on the Racer Select screen and are just about ready to begin. Actually, people are bringing up some good movies. How to Train Your Dragon, good. Shrek, I would say that Shrek is iconic and was absolutely not a kid's movie, even though every child saw it.
There's a lot of raunchy humor in that movie, yeah. But yeah. I've loved How to Train Your Dragon, at least the first one. I have not seen all of them. There are too many at this point.
I've only seen the first one, and yeah, that was classic.
Yeah, so it sounds like you like a lot of DreamWorks stuff.
Fine. I like 3 movies from DreamWorks. I hate Ice Age, okay, with a passion, and that drags everything else down.
Ice Age is okay. I don't know if I call it actively bad.
You cannot... I have said this many times in my chat. As soon as a baby is one of your main characters, you have made a mistake. Why? Because you cannot have a main character that has no character growth, that has no personality, that poops, that, like, is basically
Everybody
a lump.
Poops.
Yeah, but I don't want to have a whole scene that's like 5 minutes long about this baby that pooped.
Yeah, but there's lots of other parts of the movie that are not about the baby.
It also had the worst Disney death of all time, in my opinion. It made me infuriated.
That's not by Disney, so it's not a Disney death, so we're good.
It is a Disney death. They stole it from Disney.
Oh, are you one of those people that thinks that Anastasia is just a Disney film?
It is not a Disney film. Anastasia is pretty dang good.
Yeah, but it's a Disney film. It's made by Don Bluth, but it's still Disney.
It's not Disney. No.
It's
Don as far as I remember, it also does not have a Disney death, so double no.
Well, okay then. Let's get this match started.
Yeah! Wait, Disney stole the Ice Age IP? Oh,
wait,
no.
Did Disney actually owns Anastasia now?
No, Ice Age.
Wait, no,
maybe Anastasia. I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Everything is awful. Oh well.
Okay, well, as soon as I see movement, I will start our timer. Well, yeah, that was a voice. Ready, set, go.
Yeah, so
you just ran her over, Seawolf.
Yeah, anyway, so this is Crazy Taxi. Their goal is to get at least $10,000 before time runs out, and that'll let them unlock City 2, and then they'll do a score attack on City 2.
City, do you think City 2 is going to be it? Is that the only other stage?
There are only 2 cities. That is as far as you will go. I am impressed that they made a second city, if I'm being completely honest.
I didn't expect that. Yeah.
So this is fundamentally Crazy Taxi. You pick up fares, you try to get them to your destination before you run out of time. Yeah, if you get there faster, you get more money. If you almost hit cars, you get more money. You get more money at a very slow rate, but you do get more money. Yeah, so we already have a game over from Queena. Nice.
Wait, what? How?
Queen, she didn't successfully turn in any. She didn't. There's a timer, and she ran out of time. Yeah.
Okay, but nobody else has turned anything in.
Looks like Queezer has already turned in a fare.
Oh, good job.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So this game controls exactly as well as it looks. It is a fully 3D game on basically a SNES, and that doesn't work. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Car hitboxes don't work. Also, trees just don't exist. As we're watching Pika Pals weave between trees, you can go through them. I recommend going through them.
I mean, I would say that this looks better than Shrek Kart, but that's not really a huge feat. Oh my gosh. You're almost there, Queezer. Can you do it? Nope. Bad.
Doesn't look good.
It looks like Pika Pals has the top score so far.
Yep, with a 15-15-50. Unfortunately, that ambulance is just completely in the way.
By the way, apparently the GBA was way more powerful than the Super Nintendo. Just FYI, though, Wolf, you're making people angry.
I'm sorry for impugning the power of a GBA. It still can't do this.
Like, obviously it is doing this. It's not very well, though.
Ooh, straight into a wall.
Ow.
Yeah. So you can't squeeze. So we see lower left. We see the Seawolf trying to squeeze between cars, and don't do this. You have to just give them all a wide berth. Your hitbox is way too big. You basically cannot squeeze between two cars that are by each other.
Yeah, that seems relatively impossible. So, question: there are different characters you can choose. What are the benefits/risks of the various characters?
I think they're all the same. It's just graphical. Just you get a different voice telling you how good and/or bad you're doing.
Well, it looks like Queezer has managed to get another person getting a little extra time. At the very least, it seems like when you pick somebody up, it will give you enough time to get to the destination.
If it feels like it. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
It's probably supposed to, but yeah. Yeah. So the biggest thing though is that when you drop someone off, it'll give you like 5 seconds to successfully get to your next passenger, and that is not enough time to find a passenger sometimes.
You're amazing! Whoa!
It looks like Quina did not even pick anybody up to start. Quina just never had a passenger.
Yeah, I'm not sure Quina is doing well. I mean, 99th place right now. Not the highest ranking you can get. Honestly, it should be a badge of pride, though, coming in 99th in anything. Like,
I mean, out of the millions of taxi drivers in the world, 99th is pretty okay.
That's pretty good.
Like,
but out of all of the crazy taxis out there, I don't know.
Like, if I were the 99th best GM, I'd take that. I'd take that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Munch a pizza. You gotta go to Munch a Pizza. I want to munch a pizza. Come on, Pika Pals. Let's see where you're going. No, I munched a pizza last night. Never mind. I've had too much pizza. How about munch something other than pizza?
I mean, maybe you can get wings at this pizza place. I don't know.
Probably. Like, it's hard for me to imagine a pizza place without wings. Trans Queena, unfortunately, is going in the incorrect direction here. Like, literally the opposite of where you're supposed to go.
What is she doing?
Look, it's not very clear when you have a 3D arrow that points up and points down when you're going the right direction. Okay, this is something that I understand why Transquina is going the incorrect direction, but let me just say that whenever you have a 3D arrow, you gotta think of it in a 3D space.
But there's also a distance in the lower left, and it just keeps getting bigger. She is 2.5 kilometers away from her destination.
Yeah, chat, and the distance is only getting higher and higher. Yeah, you should pay attention to the bottom left number there.
I'm actually kind of impressed. I didn't think this level was that big, but apparently it is over 3 kilometers in diameter.
It's pretty big, yeah. Chat is saying that the arrow apparently runs off of hot, cold mechanics, and when you get closer, it gets red to obviously show you that you are going the right direction. And green means that you are far away from it.
Yep.
Why? Because this game is very well made. Okay,
wow.
I hope that Transquina can see that the arrow... Oh, please. Okay, there you go. That's the correct direction. When it points down, yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think she can make it there in 40 seconds. That's going to be a tall order.
We're only 7 minutes into the match. It's going to be fine. Like, you don't have to do well at first. You just have to do well eventually.
Yeah, so you see the little fire marks underneath the tires of the car. That is a boost. And guess how you trigger boost?
How?
Guess. There's only 4 buttons on the controller.
No, there's not. It's a GBA. There's D-pad, and then A, B, start, select, and then LR.
Okay, there's 6 buttons if we count start and select.
Okay. Well, just based off of that, I'm going to assume that it's not select because you weren't counting it. So L and R at the same time?
Close. So you need to shift into reverse, which is L or R, and then you need to press the other one to shift into drive. And and then you press gas, and then that gives you a boost. You have to just randomly go into reverse for a split second, and that's how you boost.
That's so dumb.
It's wonderful. Okay. There are two buttons to bind to. Oh, ooh, that's not going to be enough time.
That's fine.
But that is a very strong 4,600 at this point. Again, they're trying to get 10,000 to unlock City 2.
That's an A for the license, you know? I would say if I were the DMV, I would probably not give them an A ranking. Gotta be honest.
There's a bit of grade inflation here. Just like in real life.
That's the wrong way! Oh, you're killing me.
Oh, no, not again.
My heart. My heart.
Come back. Literally come back. Oh, no. Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't know if there's a good way to, like...
Wait, she's got it. She's realized.
I'm not sure she has. She ran into a building.
Well, I mean, you're going to run into buildings.
There, she's going the right way. There we go.
Okay.
I think I saw a wheel fly up into the air, so that's cool.
I mean, that'll just happen. Have you ever just driven in New York City? There's just wheels flying everywhere.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, well, trust me, there's wheels flying everywhere.
I'm like, as much as I complain about Utah drivers, I think I would be terrified of trying to drive in New York. Although it might not be as bad, because at least like the people who honk, they at least know what they're doing. Ish.
That's a strong statement. Mostly people just do it because they're angry. When they get to City 2, they'll be switching to 5-minute time attack. So they'll have 5 minutes to get as much money as possible.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I am allowing them to do overtime. So if they start a run and time expires, they can finish their 5-minute run.
That's awesome. Good. Did you say that's on City 2?
That's on City 2, yeah, which they will unlock when they finish City 1 with at least $10,000, which Pika Pals is already really close to getting.
Pika Pals might be able to do it, yeah. By the way, I'm remembering, like, I went to Phoenix and for work a while ago and ended up getting a rental car, and I was terrified at first. I thought, oh, geez, you know, this is a big city. Like, literally one of the biggest cities in the world. And
Wait, really?
like the drivers, Phoenix is huge, yeah. Or, you know, one of the biggest cities in the U.S. at the very least. And I was like, you know, I'm terrified of the drivers. And it turns out driving in Phoenix is so much easier than driving in Utah. People actually use their signals most of the time.
Do people not use their signals in Utah?
It's hit and miss, you know. It's
well, I'm going to be hitting people if they're not using their signals.
Well, yeah, that's the problem. There weren't very many people who would tailgate, whereas if I try to drive in Utah for more than 5 minutes, somebody is going to try to aggressively tailgate me, flash their brights at me, and then pass me on the right if there's an extra lane to do so. Like, it inevitably happens. Like, just driving from the airport from GDQ back home, I had 2 people individually do that and flip me off. That's okay. I gave them the most casual flip off back, you know? It's like a wave. What's really fulfilling about flipping somebody off like that is that I'm not angry at all, but I'm gonna flip you off, and you know, it's kind of fun. It's just like what you do when somebody tailgates you, flashes their brights, and then passes you on the right. That's just what you do.
Okay.
Yeah, but passing on the right is a very common occurrence here in Utah. The right lane is the fast lane, the middle lane, slow lane, and then the left lane is the exit lane. And you go from the left lane all the way to the right lane to exit. So that's just how drivers work. That sounds like a normal highway. Yeah.
That's just, I don't know. That's how all highways work, I thought.
Yeah, but that's how all roads work. Like, all roads in Utah are what? Nah, I'm good on coffee, Justin. Justin just showed up. He's sleepy.
Coffee does sound nice, though.
Justin,
yeah, bring some to me.
Justin, Wolf wants coffee. Can you bring some? He said no.
Aww.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I'll just have to make my own coffee.
I can't tell you how often I see people go the wrong way around the roundabout here. The most infuriating thing was when, like, I pulled up to a roundabout, there was somebody going around it. They stopped in the middle of the roundabout to wave me in. Do you know how angry I got? Because that is the opposite of what you're supposed to do. You do not stop in the middle of a roundabout. You have the right of way. You are in the roundabout.
I'm just usually frustrated with the people who you treat the yield sign at the entrance as a stop sign. It's like, if there's nobody there, you just go in. You don't have to stop. Just like Pika Pals, not stopping. All very close to just getting already in the city too.
Yeah, Pika Pals is doing extremely well, and the sooner you get to City 2, the sooner you can start making the high score pushes.
Yep.
Yeah, so that will be pretty significant. It doesn't mean Pika Pals will win, but honestly, it's a huge advantage.
Yeah, this is much faster than I thought anyone would be getting out of City 1, so this is pretty big.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that... Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, 20 seconds to go 50 meters. So that should be done. And there we are.
Yeah.
So it does have to sit here until time expires, but that's 10 seconds. That's fine.
4, 3, 2, 1. There you go, Pika Pals. You are the victor in City 1. Moving on to City 2. Transquina earning $0, getting a rating X on the license. That's not good.
Yeah, I really hope Quina figures out this arrow pretty soon, or it's going to be a very long race for her.
I would agree. By the way, everybody, this is a video game tournament where the players play the games blind. They have not played the game before, and we use the honor system. In essence, you know, we give them a game, and if somebody says that they have played or seen a decent amount of the game, then we give them a different game. The GMs here, Wolf, for example, is the one who chose this game and may have chosen a few other games beforehand that got vetoed, but I'm not sure. Did you?
There was one veto, but it wasn't one that I... Well, that's going to be a very special game that hopefully eventually will not be vetoed by some group. It's been vetoed by every group I've thrown it at so far. But What someday it will not be vetoed.
Yeah. So luckily our GMs, have put a lot of work into making sure that we have a library of games. In addition, if all of the GM's games do get vetoed, we have a whole list of games that have been on Kusog7ande before that they are welcome to draw from, or even draw from the very beginning, In essence, we'll keep redrawing until we get a game where all the players have not played it. And if any of them lies, then that is on them. That's going to be on their ancestors. Shame. Okay? We're pulling a full Mushu here, okay?
But what if they don't have a cow?
I will buy them a cow, and then I'm going to shame their cow.
Well, the cow doesn't deserve... I think the cow is completely innocent in this.
No, cows are never innocent. Cows are dumb and evil.
Cows... Look into their beady eyes and tell me they're evil.
I have helped on a ranch multiple times, Wolf. Have you?
Nope.
Yeah, I have actually herded cows before. They're evil. They're dag nasty evil. That's just a fact.
I feel like you're just being very unfair to the poor cow.
They
all it
smell
wants
so
to do
bad.
Is munch some. All it wants to do is munch some grass.
Yeah, and all I want them to do is die. But they're not doing that, are they? I have to...
If you want them to die, maybe that's why they're not being nice to you. I feel like I wouldn't be nice to someone who wanted me to die.
Really, though, the thing is, cows are a little bit smarter than a lot of people would assume. They've got pretty good eyesight as well. They can see a very far way away from them. How do I know this? If you accidentally leave a gate open on the other side of an entire field, doesn't matter how far away it is, the cows will mosey over there and leave.
If they're gonna take their sweet time, though, right? You got plenty of time to close the gate.
I mean, if you're paying attention, but you got to be once you're done feeding the cows, you probably don't want to deal with them anymore. You're like, I'm done.
Game over.
I think you should just try showing the cows some love and see if they love you in return.
No, I'm not going to do that. They don't love you. They only love hay. That's all they love. However, if you have a truck with with multiple bales of hay in the back, they will follow you to the ends of the earth to get that hay. Like, seriously.
I mean, you're making it, from what I can hear, it sounds like herding cows is pretty easy. You just get a truck of hay and you just start driving real slow.
But the unfortunate thing is that if you're herding cows, it's not going to be in a place where you can drive, right? Like, a lot of the times, it's going to be up in the mountains through a gate where they do not allow cars. You have to walk, multiple miles in order to find these dumb cows that wandered away, and then you just walk behind them. You have one person on a horse who can hurry and run up and be like, stupid cow, get back with the rest of them. Wop, wop, wop. Yeah. And... yeah.
So what you're saying is we need some sort of all-terrain vehicle.
Okay, yeah, my grandpa did have those, but when you're already hauling trailers to put the cows in, makes it a little difficult to bring other vehicles.
Well, I mean, what if we just made the all-terrain vehicle our primary vehicle? I'm seeing no issue here.
That doesn't work! How are you gonna... Okay, all-terrain vehicles can't pull cow trailers. They're not strong enough. Unless you're bringing a tank. If you're bringing a tank, then congratulations, you do not need to be herding cows because you already have money.
But what if we wanted to herd cows with a tank? This sounds awesome.
I don't want to herd cow. I'm done with the cow talk. I'm done with it.
Why don't you want to herd cows with a... What would you like to herd with a tank, then?
I don't want to herd anything. I gotta be honest. Bad! Oh no, Pika Pal's just got it bad. Unfortunately, getting to the destination
to the drop-off point in time.
Tiny bit late. That is
I can only assume that the rider jumped out of the car as it was approaching the drop-off point, rather than wait that extra 1 second.
Honestly, if it's saving you over $1,000,
it's probably worth the risk. Yeah.
I might jump out of the Taxi at that
These
time. Like, gotta
fares-
be honest.
Yeah, what city on earth gives taxi drivers that good of fares? That's what I want to know.
It's like paying for priority shipping, you know?
I have never paid that much for a priority shipping.
Expedited? What about expedited priority shipping? Queezer! On to the credits. I don't know what that means. That's probably
That
going to be
means that so they got over $10,000, and they are also on to City 2. And Pika Pals looks like they've decided that they cannot finish this last fair. Probably true. They finished at 25, 55, and 50 cents as their initial total.
Still not too bad. Can you keep doing City 2, or do you have to go back to City 1 again?
They will keep doing City 2 until the end of time, or an hour, whatever comes first.
Yeah. You never know.
I really hope the hour
Kusog7ande
comes
might
first.
be the end of time itself.
I hope not, because we got 2 more matches today, and I'm excited for the next one. I have no idea what the game is, but I'm going to just be excited for it anyways.
People are asking if there is a City 3. This is GBA. Do you think that the GBA cart has the size to handle 3 cities?
I'm impressed that
I
it can handle 2 cities, honestly.
I have no idea how much it can handle. Like, this, I would say, is actually pretty impressive for the GBA. Like, this kind of action, this level of detail when it comes to a city map, I don't know. Like,
yeah, this is a lot of 3D art. It's a lot of cars on screen at once. It's pretty. It's technically impressive. It just does not play well.
By the way, this was published by THQ. I showed that it was developed by a company called Graphic State Limited. That also made their first game was Cow Hunter. Ooh, we're on to a good series of games here. It literally has crosshairs over the cow's face. Oh my gosh.
I thought you didn't want to talk about cows anymore, and now you're just bringing them up yourself.
It just came up again. Okay, let me show this to everybody. You got to see the picture of Cow Hunter. It's very important.
Okay, I'm waiting. Waiting for this.
Give me a second. I can't just magically whip it up in front of everybody. Okay, see, there's the cow. Right in the target here. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure you can see the full art here. Okay. Cow targets, cow skeets, cow tipping. Oh my gosh, why did I move it? Didn't mean to do that.
That cow seems completely innocent.
This one might be. Also, you do not shoot dairy cows, okay? That's like, dairy cows are not the ones you eat. They don't taste as good.
I don't think that's why they're shooting them. I think they're just shooting them because they want to hurt the poor innocent cows, and I don't know why.
I like that the description on Moby Games. Cow Hunter is a point-and-click shooting game, like many hunting games, with a supposedly humorous twist. Instead of blasting deer, you're mowing down cows. Cows which are, in the most cases, flying through the air. Okay.
Why? What? Okay, this suddenly got much more exciting if the cows are flying.
Do you know what skeet shooting is?
I do know what skeet shooting is.
Oh, yeah, you do that, except instead of the clay discs, it's cows. And then bonuses such as hamburgers fly across as well. How demeaning is that you throw the animal across the screen and then you throw a product made from the animal across the screen as well? Wow. Point and click to shoot the flying bovines. Okay, there's cow tipping, which is where you go out and you push over sleeping cows.
That just seems extremely rude.
Cow tipping is a myth. It's an urban legend. It doesn't work.
It's never. Look, in my experience, it's never stopped teenagers from doing something. The fact that it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, yeah, like chasing. Oh my gosh, snipe hunting. If you've ever heard of that.
Snipe hunting?
A
no.
rural legend, says chat. Okay, yeah. Like, technically it's defined as an urban legend, but I get where you're coming from, everybody. I get it.
The definition sounds
got
incorrect.
A little money. $262.
It's progress. It's definitely progress. Oh goodness, yeah. I am feeling really bad.
Have you heard of snipe hunting?
I don't. No, I have not. Is a snipe a mythical creature?
In our area, yeah, they were the supposedly little birds that would run around the ground. They were flightless, tiny birds. You would go out at night and you would take kids snipe hunting and trying to catch these birds, and it was really funny to like make a noise and be like, oh, there it is, and you know, they're like, oh my gosh, and start running after this absolute fake thing that doesn't exist there. Occasionally, I think I did this at least once, made a little scratch on my finger and being like, oh my gosh, look, the snipe, I almost got it, it scratched me, and they were like, oh my gosh, you almost got sniped.
There was some animal that we did stuff with like that in Scouts where you just messed with the younger kids, and I can't remember what we called the animal at all. I have not thought about this in so long.
Yeah, Xandra, I know that you say it might be bad to keep playing games where we betray children's trust. I feel like that was usually kids playing games with other kids, you know. The kids who were in on the sort of the secret were the ones who were taking the other kids out and doing hunting at night. And honestly, I think it's a fairly wholesome thing that you can do in order to just like have fun with other kids. I mean, come on, I grew up with my dad like convincing his daughter that he had died and became a zombie and was going to eat her, and she got pretty terrified about that one.
I'd be pretty terrified if someone told me they were a zombie too, I think. Yeah, no, like kids like Easter Bunny, kids like Santa Claus, kids like playing peekaboo. They like being lied to. Everyone likes being lied to sometimes.
I actually think that it's a very important skill to develop, to know that you shouldn't always trust people. Even, like, I feel like that's an important skill to learn when you're young. I personally don't have a problem with having sort of a more harmless way for that skill to be developed. Because honestly, you know, you get into the real world and there are going to be people who betray your trust, even people who, like, you've known for a long time. And learning, you know, when to call BS on something is very important.
Yeah, I mean, they'll seem like really nice people, and then they'll make you do things like play Green Dog, and then you realize they weren't nice people at all.
Suggestion, change the real world for the better. I love that suggestion, Xandra, and if I could, I would. But I am also fine preparing people for reality. I would love to live in a utopia, but that's... I don't know. I also grew up in a sort of a place where people really trusted each other, and it turns out that a lot of that was based off of stuff that was absolutely made up. It's just that everybody trusted it. Oops.
I mean, I don't know. If it causes everyone to trust each other, that's not entirely bad. You can still keep that trust, even without the other stuff. Uh-oh, we lost bro. He's thinking still.
I'm braining. I'm trying to brain. I wish that I could be optimistic enough to be like, you know, maybe one day we can get to a point where we really can, you know, essentially trust everybody. But it's at the way that things are right now. It still is helpful to learn people to learn people. I'm gonna learn ya. Gonna learn you kids not to be gullible.
Do people use learn as a verb out in Utah?
Some people do, yeah.
Because I find that usage fascinating, but I've never heard anyone actually do it in real life. Like, they just never heard anyone use it as a transitive verb.
I didn't mean to. I absolutely did not mean to.
Or ditransitive verb? I don't know what classification I'm supposed to put it under. That usage of learn.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a discussion that I think would probably take a lot longer than this game. And I think that these conversations are really good to have, but considering that I grew up in a place that like relied a lot on faith, and then essentially had all of that like faith and trust, and having all of that turn out to not be real, I am fine hoping that people are honest, but at the same time being realistic and being like, in order for people, like, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna trust the subway worker to not be lying what they're putting on my sandwich, you know? I'm completely fine with that. I haven't eaten at Subway for a long time, but I'm completely fine with that. I'm gonna trust
you don't
that...
keep an ultra close eye on them to make sure they don't put peanuts on your food that's when you're allergic to peanuts?
Yeah, in general, I'm going to trust them.
Okay.
I would still sort of like be willing to be skeptical if somebody is acting a certain way, but like the people who are closest to me, I like my husband, I trust with literally everything because he has earned that trust, and I feel like that trust should not just be thrown willy-nilly. If you earn my trust, you got it. But there are different levels of that trust. Yeah.
Decent. That seems like a decent way to live. Meanwhile, on the bottom left, the Seawolf is very close. Just needs to drop off one more fare to make it into City 2. And no one's really had a great City 2 run yet. I think the highest we've seen so far is $2,500 or so. So, yeah. This would be an excellent point.
If Seawolf manages to save one more person from the terrors of the city by delivering them to their destination, then that is good.
I mean, he is 50 meters away, and he is
and there we go. That's $10,000. Seawolf
don't let the person in your car.
On.
You're too close. No, now you have to wait even longer. Oh well, it just has to wait 40 seconds for time to expire. If you try to quit early, you will not unlock City 2. So
you just gotta wait.
You just gotta wait. Gotta let time expire naturally. And look, I'm not gonna say I'm biased towards Wolf because we both have Wolf in our names, but you know, you can draw your own conclusions.
Seawolf has been around, I believe, since Kuso 2, possibly Kuso 1. Like,
oh wow,
he is one of the oldest Kuso players in the tournament these days. Let me go and see. Did he play in the original? Seawolf. Okay, not the original. Kusog7ande. He did indeed start playing. The first game that he got was Gym Power for the Super Nintendo.
Oh goodness.
Seawolf has seen horrors. Oh, I'm so sorry, Seawolf. Meekins, though, who was in the previous match, has been around since the first Kusog7ande, and I think has played in pretty much every single one.
Nice.
Yeah, Slow Beef was in the original as well. Like, we have some people who keep coming back, and I don't know why. I'm so sorry.
It's like they think it's fun.
Oh.
Hey, we have a new Pika Pals beat their best with that fare by just a little bit, but still has almost 100 seconds left. Nice.
Yeah.
I cannot figure out which way to go to get to the cafeteria. There's a wall in the way. The arrow is not helping.
Okay, Seawolf is going to be jumping into the 5-minute attempt in just a little bit.
Are they typing something?
They're typing in chat, yeah. So go make sure that you check Discord to see what Seawolf is saying. Wait.
You can't select it?
Well, that's not good.
That doesn't need to unlock. That you have unlocked. So they're struggling to select the 5-minute mode. That should be unlocked from the start.
City 2 is not unlocked.
Did they wait for time to expire?
Oh no. Seawolf says yes. So here's the deal. Kusog7ande is fun, and I might say if Seawolf, it said it unlocked, but it didn't.
Okay, I will give them a save file then, if I can figure out
go ahead and
where...
either give a save file or a save state if you are able to do that.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out where I put that stupid thumb drive.
Okay.
Yeah, that is...
And I am letting Seawolf know we'll go ahead and get something. So, Wolf, go ahead and take... you can go ahead and focus on that. I'll go ahead and keep everybody looking at the screen because we've got $3,300 on Pika Pal's stream. Queezer currently making a pretty good push in City 2 as well. Transqueena still needs to make it to City 2, and I'm glad that they have managed to figure out how to play this game. I also love Transqueena because Queena in Final Fantasy IX is referred to as both he and she, and that is exactly how it goes in Transqueena's case as well. It's perfect. It's the perfect username, Wolf. And I love it. Yeah. Queena is making decent progress now. I think that they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it soon. I can see that happening in a very near future. See, I want to say trans quinoa because quinoa is delicious. Trans quinoa, yeah. And if quinoa could give you a trance, that would be pretty amazing as well.
Okay, I'm back. What on earth did I miss?
I was talking about quinoa. You want some quinoa?
Maybe? I don't know, it sounds like a trick question.
Okay, you'll just have to help Seawolf know where to slip that file, and then we'll have Seawolf jumping into City 2. So yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to bad video games, occasionally we do run into issues where things don't work the way that they're supposed to. Unfortunately, this is one of those cases. However, it's not bad enough to go in the tube and bin. We can get a save file to help the players. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that it just didn't unlock for one of the players. That is weird.
Yeah, I would say that essentially as soon as Seawolf went to the question mark screen and wasn't able to select it, is essentially the first part of where things stopped working. So it looks like Seawolf is going to be putting the save file into the game, and we will get a reset. Get back into it. No biggie. This is how Kusog7ande sometimes goes, and we can give additional time. Again, we do have referees around who can give a general good idea of how much time should be given to the players. So if we do have any of the other game masters or the referees on hand who are able to give an estimated time that we should give as a bonus, that would be good. But again, that'll matter once Seawolf gets back into the game and gets rolling, is able to select City 2. Other people are blaming Bubsy. Bubsy has literally nothing to do with it. We did mention Bubsy, but we also talked about cows, so I'm not convinced. No worries. I can go ahead and do a recapture on my end so that everything looks fine and dandy. There we go.
Crazy taxi.
Wow, crazy taxi. There's
the craziest of taxis.
The craziest of taxis. What? So, do you have like a save state that you can give?
I guess we can do that. I am moderately confused, but yeah. God. I don't understand why Seawolf is cursed. Yeah. Okay, so let me double check and make sure things are working on my end, I guess.
Well, at the very least, the other players seem to be unaffected by this. If we cannot get this working for Seawolf for one reason or another, and there's just no hope of getting it working, we could potentially throw a mulligan his way and let the others finish up the race. That wouldn't be the worst thing that's happened in Kusog7ande. You never know. Sometimes the games are a little bit more broken, and technically Seawolf is still in third place.
Oh, wait, am I?
Just go ahead and focus on what you need to do. It's fine. Pika Pals, meanwhile, has $2,900 on City 2. Although Pika Pals had a better push earlier, if Pika Pals can deliver their victim to the right location in just a little bit, that will probably be a new personal best for City 2. Meanwhile, Queezer is just opting to restart this map. I think that is a fine idea.
Yeah, so I am uploading. So I've uploaded a save state, which I created by loading the save file that I gave Seawolf. Wow, I don't know. I don't know.
This is pretty funny. I gotta be honest. You never know with Kusog7ande. There's some, like, simply put, we use emulators that are generally the best out there for these specific platforms, but you never really know what's going to happen until it happens. And honestly, this is something that I don't think was a foreseeable issue. Okay, so Seawolf is able to quit out. Let's hope that Seawolf can actually select Crazy Taxi and get in there.
If he
minutes,
can't,
really?
I don't know what
I would
okay,
so
City 2 is unlocked. What the heck was that? What the? Oh my goodness, I am so confused. Anyways, have I missed any new cool high scores while I was off taking care of that?
Pika Pal's got about $3,800.
Ooh.
Somebody is. Oh, actually, SNI is saying that was 4,010. Okay, $4,010.25 for Pika Pals. That is definitely the highest we have seen on City 2. Seawolf, Queezer, and Pika Pals are trying to play City 2 and get the best score that they can. Seawolf had some huge technical difficulties. There was nothing that he did wrong. It took about 9 minutes for that to be resolved. In general, we give a maximum of 5 additional minutes, but I don't see anything like that was on Seawolf's fault.
No, that was.
So I would go ahead and say that is a question left to our referees there.
Yeah, I actually want to look at the VOD and see if they selected something, because I'm so curious how the heck, why the heck he didn't just, enter get City 2 access.
Of course, there is a possibility that Seawolf is going to be completely fine and actually pass all of the other players up, depending on how he does.
Yeah, I mean, if they're just in first, then yeah, it says City 2 unlocked in the VOD, so...
These vans, they're spinning. So much spinning. Yeah, so Wolf, this isn't close to the most broken game that we have given out on Kusog7ande. Sure, it, like, something weird happened, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder, yeah, I saw as well what Best Jones was saying in chat, that he didn't register his name, and maybe you have to register your name for it to actually save. That seems possible.
That's very possible that was the issue.
Yeah, which would be unfortunate, but oh well. If
With
Quina
that
makes
said,
it,
Seawolf is trying to get back into this really quickly.
yeah, already. I mean, he is being stymied by this arrow pointing at a wall, and I can't blame him because I'm stymied too. I don't know what he's supposed to do.
Well, and you go around the city, you know, as it turns out, you can't drive through buildings. Dole, have you driven in a city before?
I've driven inside a building before. I don't know why you're acting like this is so strange. You just don't hit. You just go into one window and you go out another. Why would they put windows there if I can't drive cars through them?
I mean,
answer me that. Answer me that.
I've got a lot of answers to that. First off, if you're in a workplace and there are no windows, you get really sad. That's sort of why I ended up quitting one of my jobs, because they put my desk far away from the window. I'd worked there for a couple of years, and that is when we moved to the new building, I requested that I be close to a window, and I was put in literally the only place in the entire building that could not see a window. And I was...
Wow,
I was angry.
That's pretty dick move of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really the only reason why I quit. It was also a very stressful job, but that was, like... I feel funny because that was a large motivating factor, in my opinion. They did not put me near a window. Therefore, I am going to eventually leave.
I mean, I've quit jobs for... about the same level of reasons.
Okay.
Let's say that.
Yeah, I also had to deal with California government, so that was a big pain.
Ooh, I wonder if you can go off that ramp and just go over the wall.
Maybe. So yeah, chat is asking what the current best is. Right now, Pika Palace has gotten $4,010.25.
Yep.
Gotta pick me up. Nah.
Yeah, and that is a new best from Queezer, I believe, of 2663.
That's a very good push. Not enough to move out of second place. And honestly, if Seawolf can deliver this person right now, Seawolf would move into second place.
Yet, unfortunately, he's got the wall. He is also being stymied by the same wall that has stymied all of our competitors. I'm just liking the word stymied today.
The problem with this city is that it just seems like it's a bit of an RNG fest if it's going to be very easy to get to your destination or not. So a lot of start-overs might be the right way to go in order to get a decent start. Yeah.
Interestingly, what destination you go to is not random. If you go to the same person at the same place, they will always want to go to the same destination. So you could start to treat this as a door maze if you wanted to. And I know everyone loves door mazes.
Nope. But that is kind of helpful to know that if you pick somebody up in a certain place, you will be able to go down the same route in order to get them to the destination.
There's like second drop off by Pika Pals to get that 4,270.
That was a fantastic attempt there. Transkina is currently the one who is the farthest behind the others, literally a city away. With that said, she's starting to learn how to play this game and is definitely improving. It's a cruel game. It's not easy, but luckily they understand how the arrows work now, and that is very important.
Absolutely that is probably the most important thing to figure out, is which direction to go.
And nothing really matters until you have attempts in the second city. Once you do it, you could potentially pass everybody else. Like, it's not over till it's over.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Ran Out of Time has dropped off the last of their people? Customers! That's the word I'm looking for. Customers.
Okay. Customer. I don't feel like a customer is right.
But the customer is always right.
I'm not sure that's true.
I'm pretty sure that's not true, yeah. But but I'm told it a lot by customers when they are wrong.
Customers say a lot of stuff. Wait, do you work with customers?
Not anymore. Not for a long time.
Oh, good. Good,
Not
good,
for a
good.
long time. Yeah, no, but yeah, no, that was the one job I've quit without having a better plan. Was just I'm not doing customers anymore.
I love the various words that chat has for the people who ride in taxis. Fares, they're victims, targets, patients,
They're not
fools, sacrifices, ransoms, annoyances. Yeah, all of these are
Ransom is a
pretty
good one.
accurate. Ransom,
I like ransom.
yeah.
I like ransom
I mean,
a lot.
in this game, it's accurate. Oh my gosh, Pika Pal's managing to get a very high fare person. Time to go to get sushi. And
Yeah,
currently just racking up a lot of potential dollars. Very
Yeah,
nice.
if you can get there quick, and it's only a kilometer away, like tons of time to get more money, and to extend that lead he has over everyone else. Well, Seawolf already pushing toward close to 3,000, on pace for 3,000, I should say, already in very early run.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Seawolf getting, I think it's just about $1,600. This next passenger, not really a high-paying passenger, but it's a very little drive. Unfortunately, there's a big wall in between.
Yeah, sometimes the game will just give you these 10 seconds, and if you're not already facing the right direction, you're going to spend most of that 10 seconds just turning around. They were given in the list of special moves, and one of them is supposed to let you turn around. I could never get that one to work, and it looks like the players can't get it to work either. So the game facts
who needs special moves, you know?
We'd still be on City 1 for everyone if we didn't have special moves, bro.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That dash is pretty essential.
You did it! She sounds very squeaky when she says you did it. I gotta be honest. You did it!
I mean, she's, I don't know, she's just excited.
I literally thought it was a bike horn for a little bit, but no, it's her saying, you did it!
You can't just tell people their voices sound like bike horns.
She sounds like a bike horn. I can say that all I want, okay? It's objectively the truth.
Things can be objectively true and still be really cruel.
That's true. But that's okay. It's a cruel world, and sometimes you gotta tell people they sound like a bike horn. I sometimes sound like a bike horn. I sometimes, like, absolutely butcher the words that I'm trying to say when I'm doing commentary. Y'all hear me last night trying to say hot fix grudge match? I at least said hot fitch more than once, I think. And that is not what it was.
I'm just proud of you for not saying got fix fudge match. I can't even mess it up intentionally. Hot fix fudge match.
It was hot fridge fudge mix, something like that. I think that we had that at one point.
I mean, I'm down for fudge. Fudge sounds wonderful right now.
Ooh. Yeah,
3
for sure.
to 139 from Queezer. I believe that's their new personal best. 313.917. Meanwhile, one last fare for the Seawolf, and the Seawolf will basically, if they can get to the point in 17 seconds, they will take second place.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a really satisfying change. And honestly, it's right here. It's just a couple seconds.
Crashing.
You can do it, Seawolf.
Beautifully crashing into the sign.
Just crash into the sign to get them there, and you'll be good. Okay, Seawolf, not much you can do, but that is 32, 57, and 50 cents. Good.
Yeah, so they have taken second place away from Queezer, and they still have that bonus 9 minutes. So everyone still has plenty of time to start one last run as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Game over.
Game over. I have no idea who does the voice acting in this, but it's pretty good. It almost sounds like Ernest, except not as much personality.
Ernest?
Oh my gosh. You know the Ernest movies.
No.
What the? How are you an American?
I was born in the U.S., so I'm an American. It's kind of it's a stupid system, but it's how it works.
I think that you can literally be exported if you don't know who Ernest is. I am very disappointed.
I think the word you're looking for is deport.
No, I want to export you.
Are you selling me this? Are you selling me?
I'm sending you to Microsoft PDF, okay?
Microsoft
PDF
PDF.
printer. Yeah, Microsoft PDF printer.
You can't just turn me into a PDF.
I'm turning you into a PDF right now.
I am way too massive to be turned into a text document. Don't you dare.
I also want everybody in chat to know that DeWolf is older than I am, and therefore should know what Ernest is.
Wait, back up. I'm older than you? Really?
Are you?
Are you sure?
I thought you were.
I'm 32. What are you?
Oh, I'm 36. I guess I'm older.
I look that old.
You should still know Ernest.
But I look so old. Oh no.
Ernest P. World, come on. He did Ernest Goes to Jail. Ernest Scares Stupid. He was the voice of Slinky in Toy Story. Come on.
Oh, okay. Sure, Slinky. Yeah, I know Slinky.
Jim Varney, seriously, amazing actor.
Yeah, I don't know who basically any actors are, I'm going to be honest. So, like, I could not.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what any of them look like.
Here's the deal. Sound like. You owe me. You have to watch a movie for me sometime, and
you
specifically
watch a movie.
No, you need to watch Ernest Goes to Jail because I think that is the best of the series. Ernest Scared Stupid might be up there as well, and all of the other movies are kind of crap, but they're still endearing in their own ways. But those two, beautiful.
I mean, I promise nothing. Like, unless you kidnap me in the middle of the next thing we're at together and tie me to a chair and make me watch the movie, it's probably not going to happen.
I can blackmail you. I've got ways.
You don't know any of my dark secrets, I hope. Please tell me you don't know any of my dark secrets.
You don't tell people if you know the secrets. Oh, crap. No, crap. Justin,
what?
Like, stop this. I accidentally changed everything because I was distracted. Okay, we are... Okay, never mind. I hit the button too early. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Don't look, don't look, don't look. I was trying to get ready for the next match, and Okay, there you go.
It's fine. Nobody saw.
Nobody saw anything. Justin, stop it, please. I am trying to. Do not. No. I'm trying to get stuff ready. And everything broke, and then you were trying to push timer on my keyboard. Okay, we're gonna hit. You're helping. Okay, I'm gonna let the timer go over an hour, but this is good. I love you, Justin. Stop it. Okay, that's time. We're gonna keep going because people actually get to go over an hour this time. So
yeah. So they'll all get to finish their current run, and the Seawolf will probably get to start at least one additional run after this one.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay, Justin, you actually didn't sabotage. It was just the least convenient time for you to start being silly. The least convenient time! And it does look like Seawolf actually stopped playing.
Yeah, or maybe they're just letting time expire because they're way behind in terms of... They have to wait a minute, and they can just, like, restart the level if they wanted to.
So here's my question. We could give Seawolf one additional attempt due to all of the tech issues. If you would like to tell Seawolf that, you could. I would be fine with one more attempt if he would like to play it. Because Queezer may be passing Seawolf's personal best with $3,700 right here.
Yeah, that will move Queezer back into second.
Okay, I'm calm. I can breathe again.
Yeah, just keep breathing. Think calm thoughts. Think
It's
no
not
crazy, no taxis, no cows.
And all my thoughts are taxis, and all of those taxis are crazy.
What if the taxi was painted to look like a cow?
Look like cacao?
Yeah, it looked like a cow.
Cacao.
I mean, we could put cacao inside our cow taxi if you want.
Sure, let's go ahead and fill up the taxi with chocolate. I think that would be good. Chocolate taxi, everybody. Anybody want to go on a ride in a chocolate taxi with me? I'm sure you do.
I mean, just kind of disgusting in the heat, though. Is the one problem.
So for those who are wondering, yeah, the players have been allowed to finish their last attempt. Seawolf had a whole bunch of technical issues that were not his fault. We're allowing one more attempt after the hour in order to get a personal best. So we'll see what Seawolf is able to do with this. Otherwise, Seawolf would be in third place. See, she sounds like a bike horn.
I don't actually. I am listening to this audio from the wrong person, so I'll have to switch audio, and then we will determine once and for all if this person sounds like a bike horn.
Can you step closer?
It doesn't sound like a bike horn at all.
No, that wasn't the bike horn sound. That was me saying, "Can you stop closer?"
You did it!
Yeah, I definitely heard words "yo go straight." That's not a bike horn.
No, you did it.
I don't know. Like sometimes people are just excited. Let them be squeaky. Why you gotta police everyone?
You did it. Oh.
Why you gotta police everyone's shouts of anti-joy? I guess.
I'm not saying
joy.
it's bad. You can yell that something is squeaky. That's fine. Or that, no, not that something's squeaky. You can do squeaky yells. That's cool.
We didn't mix messages here. Do you like squeaks or not?
I just think they're funny.
I mean, you're objectively right about that.
Yeah, is there a problem with me thinking it's funny?
I mean, if you start laughing at their face every time... If someone has a voice like that and you laugh at their face every single time they talk, I'm gonna say yes, that's the problem.
This is not a real person, Wolf.
A real person made the recording.
Not only that, but there are multiple people who sound exactly the same. I mean, sure, we have some of those doing commentary on Kusog7ande.
Are you saying that all the people inside the city are just giant clones of one another?
Everybody here sounds just like Corndan. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I might sound like Corndan. Feel like Xander doesn't sound like Corndan. Feel like
literally
they're different.
Everybody in the world sounds exactly like Corndan.
Including yourself?
Sure.
Ooh, up the... Oh no, the counter was just counting weird. It is not
I'm Corndan.
Wow, I can't believe Corndan would come and introduce himself like that. That was cool.
Yeah, it was really nice of him.
Oh, well, let's go ahead and see how the rest of this runs out. There we go. Seawolf getting a little bit of an additional fare. I hope this is a high scorer. It is a decent amount of time to get somewhere, so usually those give a higher dollar amount. Of course, head-on collision with the van doesn't get you additional money, but honestly, it should.
Well, I mean, so if you collide, you lose your combo. Or combos, because it's plural. So you really don't want to crash into... But if you crash into buildings, sometimes you don't lose your combo. Like that. He still has his combo. It's very strange.
That's strange. I don't like it. Ow!
Yeah. So if he can get this fair in, he needs to get $1,000 in addition. Unfortunately, the Great Wall of the city is just completely blocking him. We have full stymie on Seawolf. And yeah, so it looks like things are going to be locked in with Pika Pals in first, followed by Queezer, and then Seawolf, with how long this fair is taking.
Okay, I'm inviting Pika Pals right now to come and chat. Hello there, Pika Pals, and congratulations on a fantastic playthrough.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, yeah, you did very well with it. I'm trying to remember what your high score was. It was definitely over $4,000.
Your high score was $4,270.25.
Yeah.
Not bad for 5 minutes of work.
I wish I could make money like that, you know?
I know, make $1,000 for a 60-second drive across the city.
It's a very deadly city, though. You can't really go on foot.
I think
Not
we're
at
the deadliest thing there.
Well, I think we can pretty much call it there. Say that is time. We have Seawolf wrapping up the final attempt there. Yeah. And it's time. Everybody go ahead and give a congratulations to Pika Pals for taking the victory here. It was Pika Pals in first. And in second, we had Queezer, third, Seawolf, and 4, Quinna, I feel so bad. This game just did not click with her at all. But you never really know if a game is going to click with you. Did you feel like it was up your alley there, Pika Pals?
For the most part, I guess.
Okay.
Like, getting a hang of the driving is impossible, and I still don't know how drifting works, but...
Neither do I.
Other than that, it worked fine. I guess.
Chat did point that Seawolf, to finish off the run, just drove the wrong direction and hit an ambulance, and that's about the summary of this game.
Yeah, that
what
sounds
was
about
so
right.
hard about the controls, though? Why was it so difficult to get used to?
I think it's just trying to understand how much you're turning. Like, I never felt like I could consistently go up next to a car without just risk of accidentally overturning a little and crashing directly into it instead.
Yeah, the hitboxes on those cars is just not good. It'll look like you can squeeze between two cars, and it's just, nope, you're hitting both of them.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, yeah. With that said, what do you think about the game overall? I imagine you would probably say, yes, this belongs in Kusog7ande, but I don't know, is this a bad game in your eyes?
It's probably on the edge of bad, at least, just for the controls. Like, the time attack stuff, at least, is interesting just because every NPC always wants to go to the exact same place, so at least you can build out a route like that.
Are you telling me that just everyone wants to go to the far side of that wall in the city?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to make your way around that second city was also impossible. The arrow just did not help half the time.
Oh, yeah,
Nope.
I agree with that. Yeah, the thing is, like, the arrow will show you the direction, but unless you figure out the layout of the city, it leads into walls most of the time. You just,
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a nightmare in that case.
Yeah, sometimes the people you're driving around will just say, hey, keep going straight, and straight ahead is a wall.
They can see through walls. They've got X-ray vision.
I mean, if they knew how to get to their destination, they wouldn't be hiring you to drive them. So I don't know why you're trusting them.
That's fair. Shame I don't know how to get to their destination either.
So it goes.
Yeah, that is the life of a taxi driver. Well, seriously, Pika Pals, great job. I think people, you got a lot of votes in the poll for who was going to take the victory, and you managed to shine like a diamond. Seriously, fantastic job with this. Anything else that you need to say? Anything that you'd like to plug before we let you run off? Or drive off, or whatever you do?
Yeah, thanks. Not really. I'm just glad I managed to dodge whatever that game 1 grouping was. That was just
the racing
everyone, game? Mostly the people playing in it were all good.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Okay, you're reminding
Deal
me.
with Maurice and Genie in one match in the first round, I'm okay.
Yeah, those two and Meekins, like...
Yeah. It doesn't get much better just looking at the other two in there.
Honestly, that, was like Mechalink did the best that they could. I give huge props for facing that terrifying group. So good job, Pika Pals, at avoiding the terrifying group, I suppose. We'll go ahead and let you go, okay?
All right.
Take care. You have a fantastic day, and you too, Noel.
Bye.
Hope the other games are as fun.
We'll find out.
We'll whenever Corn Dan shows up to give him.
Yeah, since everybody's Corn Dan. Okay, take care. See ya. Well, everybody,
Bye.
I need to stand up and stretch my legs for just 1 second. I'm running an ad, and I will be right back. If it is a terrifying ad, I very much apologize, okay? But this is the best way for me to get away from the computer for a second. See you in about a minute.
One of these days, he'd learn to restrict access to me in this channel. He'd think it's a good idea. Maybe Roar should not be allowed to come in when I'm not around. Or when I'm around. Or just ever. But no, for some reason, he continues to let me talk to the subscribers. You subscribers. We love you subscribers. You help keep things going around here. Spread the word. Give some more subs to people. It's fantastic. The best part is I'm also server deafened, so like if they